Being able to tell someone where you've been, what you've been up to, the places you've gone, this is a crucial part of how us humans make friends, how we connect and share things with other people. And this ability to share simple anecdotes is also a key aspect of your child's learning and development. We want them to be able to share stories with their friends on the playground and join in with show and tell time at the carpet. And so in this video, I want to share with you a super simple and fun activity that you can do with your child that will help them move from using simple phrases to starting to put those together so that they can tell you about something that they've done. We're going to use visual props for this, so grab your camera and let's get started. What we're aiming to do here is to create your own child's personalized photo sequence of a simple activity, taking multiple photos throughout a simple sequence so that for every stage of the activity, every kind of sentence that your child could say about that event, we're going to have a specific photo for. The best way to share this with you is to go ahead and do it myself, and I'll talk you through it. So let's pack our bags and head off. We are back from our little trip to the park and I have printed out some key photos. Let me talk you through how I would use these to help facilitate a simple story with a child. And I've put them in the correct order to start with. I want to help a child to be really successful with this first off. So rather than jumbling them up first and asking a child to order them and then tell me the story, we are going to practice being really successful together and tell this story together from the beginning. And we're also focusing on some key elements within our story. We want to make sure that we talk about who is in the story and where we went and also what we were doing. These are key symbols that are used within colourful semantics to help us with sentence construction. Let me know if you'd like to know more about that. I can make a video on that subject in the future. But I might use these as little prompts if a child is missing some key details when they're telling me about these pictures. Or a child might not need those and we can just focus on our pictures. But what we're aiming for is a string of simple phrases or sentences. So, I went on a walk with my dog. We went to Old School Meadow. Rolo played with the frisbee. I had coffee and cookies. And then we walked home. So we might tell the story together. And then, because we've got them all split up into separate photos, we can start playing around with it, create excuses to repeat the story lots of times so that the child has the opportunity to practice hearing those sentences modeled to them and using them themselves. So I might say, oh no, I got them muddled. Can you help me organize these pictures? What happened first? You will notice that I had to take a lot of selfies for this because it's really useful if your photo includes the person that the story is about. So in this photo you can see it's me posing with my coffee and my cookie. I started by taking a photo of just the coffee and the cookie, but I know that for many of my children, remembering this part of a sentence, the who, can be tricky. So if we had this photo without a person in it, then there's the risk that the child might just say cookies, coffee, and not put it into a sentence that includes the who. So that's why I ditched that picture and had this one instead, so that we are aiming for I had coffee and cookies. We can make it simpler and more complex depending on how many photos we add. So if this proves tricky, we might just start by saying we might kind of weed some out. Maybe we will, depending on what are the main events. Obviously for me, throwing the frisbee for the dog is a main event, so we might just simplify it to I went for a walk, Rolo played frisbee, we walked home. The end. or we could even add some things. So we've got the fact that we added in the where, we went to Old School Meadow, we added in the snack that I had. Another really cool thing happened, but I didn't catch a photo of it, which is we saw a dragonfly. So we can add in that visual element somewhere in our story, just like this. So I just printed out a photo of a dragonfly and we could add that in. And because we've got these kind of visual cue cards for the whole thing, it helps a child to see, oh, we're just adding in more detail. We can still kind of hold on to that main thing that we were talking about and add in something extra. So there you have it, a simple activity to help your child tell their own story with a personalized visual sequence to help them along the way. I hope you have fun with this activity, and if you have a go at it on whatever your activity is that you choose, do let me know about it in the comments below, because I love hearing how you apply these ideas to supporting your own marvelous kiddo. Because remember, every tiny step that you take with your child is a step in the right direction. You're doing fantastically. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I'll catch you next time.